Hello, welcome back. Last time I tried again to solve Civ and could not really get it done. I've had no new insights since then, or time to poke at the puzzle and try to find any, so I'm just gonna leave that for the moment and go someplace else. I hope to get this done someday, but maybe I won't. Balance comes before a fall. Let's see if this one is just as ridiculous, or if Civ is just a weird, huge difficulty spike. This looks a lot simpler, or at the very least, a much smaller possibility space. I do note that there's like a lot of space here, though. Okay. So you are clearly important because you're the only way I'll influence anything to go there. And it is going to be you specifically. So you gotta go up and over and down. Here's a platform I can set things on. And here is my only tool for doing anything. So with this tool right here, I can come over and do this, and I can keep doing that more. In fact, that lets me get you all the way up here if I want, if this was already used up. Okay, sure, let's say that was already used up. Oh. This puzzle feels like it's going to be way easier than the other one, just again because of the much tinier possibility space. So you will need to be elevated. I think it would be better to elevate you a little bit higher. That puts you one short of the level I want you at, so let's go one more higher. Alright, and then this just needs to have bound to that to be a poker for this. Now, possible problem here. I think what I actually wanted was something different. Having you propped up on this feels non-ideal, so I think the end state is probably going to... probably going to involve one of these poking you off of this one, probably. So it'll look like, with the gravity block up there, balanced on top of this, which would probably mean something like... Let's just pretend I've ferried that thing all the way up. Ooh. Do I have a secondary problem here, or does this fit? I'm not... My eyes aren't parsing it. This does fit. Oh. Okay. So we got another problem. That's not far enough. I need more poke. So I can kinda get more poke with this, except then this isn't tall enough. So maybe I need to spend the... Okay, yeah, I can get more poke on that. I can spend this on more verticality. Okay, so let's build a differently shaped tower here. So say I were to have done that. I guess really... Yeah, that's probably not what I'll end up wanting, but... Wait, no, I needed that piece. Right, this must stay intact, because what I'm going to do is... let's set up a much lesser version of this. So again, pretend that this is up here, balanced on something stable. So I can bring this up to somewhere like there. Okay, and only touching... So I just need clear space to the right of these two blocks. That's my poke. That thing goes down. So clear space to the right, supported on almost certainly this. That looks like maybe a problem, so I can't grow downward with this, only upward. So if I were to do that, it would have to grow there, and based on all the principles I learned in Oh, that's not enough space. Okay. So, I don't have enough just straight up blocks to do this. While also... Okay, so maybe what that means is I have my block rolls wrong. So again, I just need the two spaces, like in this row and this row, clear. Maybe the one that props it up is actually this, and the pusher is instead this one. So this is the poker, this is the pusher. Like that configuration works fine. And if the block were already all the way up here, balanced on that, I mean that's the other, you know, 4/5 of the puzzle, then this would work. Okay, so I constructed something that looks like the right contour. So my current belief is that I use this plus on the top of this block. Okay, and that I prop this on top of this one, and then I elevate it on here. Okay, that's... looks totally reasonable to me so far. Right, so since I know how I'm spending that plus, it does get in the way of these operations that involve the gravity. I can just do that. Okay, sure. So you come over, you come over. I'm gonna have to do some trickery here, unsurprisingly. Okay, so here's a way to transfer. You get out of there. You be a temporary platform on that. And is this just gonna do what I want? More or less? Well, I mean, that's the start of... Oh, shoot. Prohibited. Okay. I need to approach from the other direction, maybe? Can I? Not exactly. What does it look like if I do this? That. Okay, of course. So, one problem is getting this up on top of that. That's the whole problem. Once I have that, I'm pretty much done, I think. Do I think that? No, that's not true. I want something actually different from that. What I'd like is this, which I can just have from this state. Here we go. Here we go. This is beneficial because of... maybe it's not. You're fine as you are. That's not a problem. Does putting a pin in here help at all? Oh, that was a problem what I did there, actually. So you go over one. You come out here. What I need is this parked in a place where I can... oh, actually, I can do it from here. This will work fine. So what I do is I bring you in like this. Okay, so let's pretend I didn't just get this stuck. And what I want to do is that. And I can totally do this without getting that stuck. That is in no way a requirement. Okay, I think I'm done. I look forward to seeing how I'm wrong. Yeah, no, that's... See, now that that's down, I can't put it up and in there. Okay, fine. So... yeah, the whole point of this exercise was so that I could just slide that in without losing, you know, losing stuff. Because this is involved in bridging from this block over to that column, I can't have already had you below at the time that I drop these things down here. Now I could have had this inserted in there. Maybe that would help. Use all your tools. Could you become key to this whole thing? There's all this space over here that I don't think I'm using. Yeah, okay. So now I can pull this pin out. Have enough room to put this over without losing anything. And this is the configuration I wanted. Okay, great. I think I'm done. If I have not overlooked any important details, this should be a full solve. I think I've overlooked an important detail, but I also think I already see a workaround. So I have to use a stick to push this up. Great. Now how do I get to the other side of it? I do this. That's all. Push up, push over. There we go. Okay. Well, that was a 10-minute puzzle. No problem at all. So not only is this a weird, huge difficulty spike, it goes way down after that. This is like way simpler. While I'd feel better about having this world fully clear before I move on to another one, I also do not currently have the feeling that going in here would lead me to new insights. So I think I'm gonna choose to move on to the next world and just leave this undone for now. I'll come back to that. Okay, the next one is not broadcast, it's momentum. One push is enough. So we got either ice blocks or ice floors, probably. Ah, yeah, dude, can I chase you away with my cursor? No, I can't. Alright, well at least this isn't obstructing, it's just a little nauseating. Slide! Who needs to stop? Here we go. Ooh, cool. Okay, so it's an ice block. This is the special one. Has a... No? No, that's the normal one. Are you the special one? Yes, okay. So gold blocks in this zone. Slide, apparently. Alright, so we got ice sliding puzzles. I played Sokoban Bunny Tales. And I also played the Fish Fillets too. Two games that helped me with thinking that will be used in this one, apparently. So I can just move this black one around. How does it interact? It gets pushed. Got it. Okay. So now this is ice sliding, but with a twist. The thing that I'm sliding keeps changing shape. I should, of course, be able to bind to this block with no problem. Alright. Things you cannot reach. This. And once you reach that, you'd be stuck. And this is also unreachable by you, because you're already the wrong shape to get in there, and to get in there is also impossible. So these two definitely must be touched by the ice block. The golden ice. I can touch this just fine, I can touch this just fine, I can touch this just fine. Let's make sure those statements are plausibly true. So I guess I'd make the square with this first. Then add a vertical protrusion here. And yes, then I could touch this. Okay, great. And just by ice sliding rules and nothing else, there is nothing you can directly access of these two. Okay. I didn't feel like I benefited from binding more blocks to you, but maybe I did. Now, can I set up a weld? Probably not. I don't think I can bind these two together in any way that... Yeah, I would need like a third block for that to happen. Well, no, I wouldn't. But I would need a different shape. Okay, so sorts of things I could certainly do would include this. That puts you on the south wall, which is probably bad, but it is a thing I can do. And it's probably the type of action I will be doing. Okay, so I spot... no I don't. I thought I spotted a way to do this and get that back, but that would involve... Wait, yeah, no, I have one, like this. Sure. Okay, so I have this back. It is that shape now. And being that shape, I can push it over here, and I can do the same move that I did earlier with this to stop it in that spot. Oh, but I've just made it impossible to touch this. Right, so I don't want to connect anything vertically to you until this one's gone. So that's probably something I really want to do early. Alright, so in that case, I suspect some good opening moves might be these. However, I do note that I have no south wall now, and you're not getting down there unless this is already gone. So maybe I'm consuming it with you. That's not necessarily invalid. I lose some freedom of movement, but maybe this is the time to do that. Okay, so I have a problem here. Yes, that does look like a problem to me. And in fact, I might have some other problems too. Let's see what the state of the puzzle looks like after... Okay, you. It would have been nice if you were already gone. Could I have made that happen? No. Not without losing this. Alright, so what if I manufacture a different shape with you? I can't get you out of that spot right now. Okay, yeah, I ran out of options, didn't I? Wait, could I have left that right there? Yeah, no. Wouldn't mean anything. Ah, but watch this. Temporary parking for you, such that maybe... Actually, I can do even better. Maybe that's enough room to get this where I want to put it. So I want to bind to this so it's out of the way. I want to bind to this in such a way that I can still put you down in this spot, which I can do. So that shape is totally fine. Yes, and I can stash you once again out of the... You're there, yes, but now how will I get you back to this? I might not. See, what I'm trying to do is to get this block in the way of the yellow ice down here, such that I can get both back. Like, I'd push that over to the right, it'd be too wide. Then I could get this back out. Oh no, you're stuck against this wall now. If I had put this on the other side, you wouldn't be, but then I couldn't have fit it into this space. Maybe that's okay? I don't think it is. Okay, this is an interesting first puzzle with these mechanics. Feels kind of real good to move on to new puzzles instead of just being on the same one forever. That one's interesting, and I'm sure if I had gone back there, I would learn something new. I'm the opposite of sure that if I went back there, I would have solved it. So yeah, it can just sit for later. It's totally okay to put the puzzle down, come back to it at a later date. Why do you suppose this block is here? I don't think I know a purpose for it. One thing I do spot that I could do with it is to park this here if I were to desire. Ah, now that gives me a way to fly by this and bind to it in flight, but I don't think that can ever be useful. Since you can't make it through, you really have to eat this. How tall can you be before things are problematic? Also, out of curiosity, this will slide the yellow ice, right? Yes, it will. Okay. There are still lots of things I can do here. Like, for example, this. Is this any good? Could be. I mean, you're poised to go in there now, and this is not in your way. However, I think I've put you in a bad state. Like, I have to make a C shape now. And that's not oh, I can't even. So I could have done it earlier. Nothing. Oh. Okay, well, so I can still do all the things that I did there. I'll just have to do them a little bit differently. Oh. Wait, no, I can't make a C shape at all. That's a forbidden shape. I see. Okay. See, yeah, there's just so many different paths I can take here. I have no current intuition about which one is the right one. Okay, so let's work backward to build that intuition. This feels like the hardest to access, but this one is also pretty hard. There are some shapes I can make with you which make it impossible to resolve this. Really, it's just this shape. Or anything that makes it wider. So, if I were to do this, and then form you up like one of these? So you're a P now. I do know P can make it through here and touch that, but what about you? Like, I can't do anything productive from this state, I feel like, but let's play with it just so that I know. You can go over here again, but you've already been there, so that's just repeating an earlier state of the puzzle. You can go here, which is not really functionally any different. Oh, it is, though. It is. The way it's different is that I can do this. Neat. Oops. Alright. So P saves the day there. Needs to go there to stop you. And I can do that now. Okay, did I stumble into a solution? This was definitely a stumble. There wasn't a lot of intentionality in that. Just like feeling out like, well, this move kind of seems to put me in a worse spot. What if I try something different? Trying something different seemed useful. So now I just need to retrieve this. I don't know if it was useful to do that. Probably not directly. However, so I can't put you against the north wall right now. I think I'd be better off going south, doing one of these. You can't get through there anymore. Oh, but you're just in a position to do this on your own. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. Got it. I just didn't realize I was done. Yeah, okay. A lot of blundering here, but I'm learning a new mechanic. It's cool. Alright, I'm gonna dare to do another one. Will I regret it? Probably. Golf. Lift the flag. Alright, let's go. Oh dear, I'm starting to regret it already. Okay. Initial impression of this. This looks complicated. Okay, but let's just get to know the mechanisms. So this is a gate that I can only go through once. I can exert some left-right force on the land of the living with this. Okay. So looks like I just need a ratcheting action of some sort. Maybe. So I can only lift that by one. By necessity, I absolutely have to break something down into a shape that is no more than one tall. Any shape that is no more than one tall, which is to say a line of any length, will be sufficient for that. Now for this, I can actuate this from here. And it feels like I ultimately would want to set up something approximately looking like that. And shoving something that's in this row to the left with this action. Yeah, okay, so I want something that looks like this, but has you... Oh, I have to break down some more blocks, though. Yeah, I got 3 minuses here that I have to use. Okay, so I can use one on this, and the other 2 will have to go... Oh, hang on, I can use one on this, too. all that's required for this is these two and these two blocks. So this could get consumed, this could get consumed, and then this must get consumed, or these two. Alright, so I need to thin this out. I can trivially do that like this, and I think lose nothing. So after destruction it does continue, makes sense. Then just eliminate that. Eliminate this. And I think I'm done? You are one too far to the right. You need to go left. Okay, you need to go left. The way to do that might not be obvious. Now, I could push you right, in case that's useful. That seems no worse than having you over there. I was thinking something like, if before I do that I were to set up a poke somewhere in here, like that gets you in the right row, but there are problems. Like this is stuck here now. It needs to be here instead. If this were larger, I think I couldn't make that happen the way I want it to. None of the... no, there's a position here that does kind of what I want, maybe. Okay, yeah, so let's set up the initial push that detonates that thing a little differently. Let's start with... Oop. So I'm thinking that what I'm going to want will look like a too tall parked up here, that this goes north and butts against after detonating that. Putting it in place, and then you're too far to the east. Or the right, or whatever. See, my problem with my initial shapes is once something's against this wall, it's not coming back. So any left pushing would have to involve this, I guess. Okay, that's fair. See, I can just push the... Okay, so Golem starts there. Got it. If I thin you out first... That might be okay. Can I get you back out if you are here? And this happens? No, not exactly. Oh, and that's still the wrong row for you. And also, no, you can't get back out unless this moves. Well, what if I reduced it to 1? I have the option to do that right now, from where I am, without losing anything. Like, that's not harmful to my plan here, it just doesn't feel like what's probably is something that needs to happen. Okay, now I do note another possibility, though. I can set something up here, like this. Is that useful? So you're a little bit farther left. You need to go north, though. So no, I think I really just... The only thing I can butt you against... Oh, wait. If you still had your protrusion... This would be one more to the right, and I could butt it against this thing placed in there, which is a place that needs to go. Then what? Then again, it still has to go left. So no, since it has to be... Since it has to be... It has to be at least this far left, one row higher. Therefore, it cannot involve this space. It really just needs to butt against this. That's the entire story. So this needs to bump that. How do I think that'll happen? a series of events. So it must be pushed to the north. Let's start with one of these. I want to maintain the L shapes on these for as long as I reasonably can. However, I'm going to have to lose one already. I don't have to. Okay, yeah, so detonating this one is perhaps preferable. So here's how I can modulate the amount of space that I'm using to prop that up. I modulated it too much. What I actually wanted was this. However, that's no better. But wait, if I don't want that, then here's the way. Right, there we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, so you're where I want you. The reason I want you there is because I want to detonate this top thing with the rightmost one of these, because I'm expecting to do a push to the right, a push to the down, a push to the left, and up. And I don't want these to get in the way of that process. So here's my push up. Push to the right's gonna be just... No, you can't just do it. You do need to be offset from there. This is retrievable. Well, if I move that out of the way. Now, down. Am I sure I want to go down? Yeah, how else would I do it? There might be another option. If I could save away this state, well, I guess I'll just rewind to exactly here, if I have to. Let's explore something. That wasn't a very long exploration, and I think it did everything I needed it to do. Except one thing. That one thing is that you are trapped here with... Oh, and you're trapped here. Okay, a few things. If I had already... Okay. So if I had already... I guess I have to remove your tail. And then you... No, you need to be the one that goes in there because I need a surface for... bumping this up against. If you're the surface for this, then you're just trapped. Can I swap this out? I can't. It's stuck there forever. If I could extract this, it'd be good. I'd still have to deal with that, though. So yeah, no, even if I could extract that, it wouldn't be good. So, maybe what I desire... is to reduce this to a 1x1 by detonating these two, because I really like to keep the shape of these. It's not harmful, and it's quite beneficial sometimes. I have to lose one of these corners, but I don't have to lose both of them if two parts of this contact these. Oh, and there's another aspect to this. Which is that it's actually easier to get that. Yeah, so counterintuitively, I think I might want to reduce this to a vertical shaft like that. So now you're gone, and part of you is in this row, and that's... Oh, I'm done? Well, I mean, I'm not, like, done, but I think I'm... Yeah, I think I can be done like this. So I put that there. I put this here. That simultaneously gets against the actuator and detonates the last thing. And now I'm done. Okay, neat. Cool! Man. So yeah, got this just like Mount Everest of difficulty, and then it just goes back down and is nice and gentle again. I would still wonder if there's just some other way to think about Civ. Like if I'm on... What happens to be... Oh man, look at this fancy rust effect. This is, you know, different light reflectivity in this texture I'm appreciating. It's not anything particularly fancy. Graphics technology has, you know, been at the point of doing this for many years. Just... This just looks like a particularly nice implementation of it. Anyway, yeah, so Cool, there are still easy puzzles in this game. Difficulty doesn't just go up and stay there. It's just that one puzzle. Okay, yeah, so again, if I find some time on my own, I'll go back to just that one puzzle and, whoa, that took a while to exit. And see if I can have any insights of my own. I don't want to poke at it on video until I have something more to go on, just because there's a risk of getting trapped in that pit forever and never, you know, not letting anything happen. But yeah, I can make progress elsewhere, and that's totally fine. There's still a lot of game left that's not just that one puzzle. Alright, I'll see you next time for more momentum, probably.